Hello and welcome to the Barbara Young channel. Now today I'm doing quite a two-parter because I will have to do another video, but basically I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who've heard of that. I think it's called Sew Up Cycle 22 challenge. Now I'm not actually taking part in that challenge, but it did make me think about something I wanted to make, because the other day or the other week I found something in a charity shop that I thought would be brilliant for upcycling. That thing is this curtain. It is a curtain, just one. Only got the one, I don't know why, what happened to the other one. No idea, but it is a curtain. You can see it's got these those pole hooks you have on them for if you have it on a pole. And I thought, yeah, that looks really nice. I like the look of that. It is, there's the tag, from a high street store, as it were, that supplies sort of bedding and curtains and stuff. But this is 100% cotton, and it's a curtain, so can't. Well, there's some other stuff on there to put my glasses on to read it. Never mind. But yeah, I thought, brilliant. That is lovely. And of course curtains are always quite long, so you can get quite a bit out of them, even just the one curtain. And it didn't cost too much neither. The charity shop was, say, £3. This one from the tag, it just said £3 one curtain, which is exactly what I got, and I wanted to make something out of this. So my thought was, having heard about the Sew Up Cycle 22 challenge, I thought, well, I'm not going to officially take part in it, but I am going to have a go at upcycling this. The only trouble is that I was thinking, well, what can I do with it? I like the material. It's almost like, get it close, I don't know if you can see it, but it's almost like a corduroy, like a very fine pin line corduroy, whatever you might call it. It's, I don't know, that's the only way I can describe it. It's something like that. And now I'm thinking, what can I make with it? I mean, it's got these tags on the top, and I've got 4 of these tags, you know, 1, 2, no I haven't, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tags. Really ought to learn to count, hadn't I? 6 tags on the back, on the top, sorry. And I'm thinking, well, they could be handy. You could make them as like as a strap, just straight off from that as a strap, and they're just fixed on by another piece that goes across the back. So construction wise, one big piece of material. And then I thought, dungarees or pinafore dress or something like that. The only trouble is I don't have a pattern for dungarees or a pinafore dress, so bit unstuck. So that means having to go and find a pattern. And then I thought, hang on a minute, I've actually had a go at trying to make a pinafore dress. Some time ago I thought, hey, that can't be too hard. It's only like 2, 3, 4 panels, isn't it? It's not terribly hard. I should be able to make that, even though I'm not a professional seamstress or tailor or anything like that. It's just me as an enthusiast for sewing. So I've got no real skills or knowledge in drafting, but I couldn't help thinking that it can't be that hard. So I had to look at my older stuff, some that I've done previously, and yes, I've had a go at trying to make a pinafore dress. So let me just get and show you what I'd done previously. So first up was this. The idea being, my thought was, well, it's just rectangular panels really. So I basically just whipped up some 4 panels. So I've got the front piece, which is the longest bit, 2 side pieces, and then a back piece. And then I looked at it and went, yeah, that's not too bad, but obviously needs a bit of shaping, it needs a bit of work doing to it. Need to work out how to get the panels all even. So I then decided to try and work out a bit of a pattern, of which I did. I made out a bit of a pattern from this, and This in itself was actually made from a curtain, or the leftovers of a curtain. I made a couple of bags out of this material, and then after that I had some left. Was going to make another bag. I could actually still make another bag from this section, make a small bag, because this is one whole piece, so it's still usable even after doing this little bit of a mock-up to start off with. But I did go on and make another mock-up, which I shall put on now, which shows the development after creating that bit of a pattern. And what I came up with was this. Now, I know this doesn't look brilliant because I mean the colour of it, I mean, as you can really see greatly, because there's a light brown, it just comes up. I mean, let me just pull that up. As you can see, there's a back piece, got no straps on it at the moment, that hadn't worked out yet, so it'll have this piece, and then we've got the side sections. Now, with most pinafore dresses or dungarees, whatever, they normally have a piece on the front that's buttoned up. I thought, yes, I do need that, because obviously the waist is going to be sort of snug. It's about right for size-wise, as far as I'm concerned, to fit on me and not drop off. But obviously I need to sort out the closures. So on the side here, there is a closure, but I've not really worked out how that works. This is just a bit of a rough go at it, to try and make it go on there. So I had to really sit down and try and work out how that button closure works, because I haven't got any reference for it really. I mean, I don't have a pattern for this, but I do need some reference point to actually make that button closure stay on there. So I did actually sit down and spend quite a lot of time working out how that was going to work. And as you can see, I've come up with a button closure. This is my first attempt at the button closure, and it seemed to have worked all right, but on the back it was a bit messy and it was fully opened like that, so I wasn't totally happy with it. So I continued and I sat down and did a bit more planning, and I came up with this button closure, which is this one. And this one is a lot neater. It's the same sort of closure basically. I've just altered the way that I put the pieces together, so it's the same pieces really, just in a different order of construction, which gives me a much neater finish on this button closure, because you can see it's attached at the bottom, so it's not going to pull open, and I think that looks really quite nice, and that's come out really quite well. So now that I've worked out how that button closure works, I can now amend the rest of my pattern to incorporate that button closure properly on this pinafore dress, work out the straps that I need to have to go over the top, and then, hey presto, I can actually get cutting out the actual curtain to make the pinafore dress, of which will really be my second part of this video really. So now I've worked out what I'm doing, a couple of little issues just to finish off, and then onto the main dress from a curtain. How brilliant is that? One curtain, one dress. I might even have enough left over to make something else. I hope so. Well, thank you for watching my video. I look forward to seeing my next video, when you'll hopefully see the reveal of this dress.